والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى صحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. So now we come to part 3, Surah Al-Furqan, right? And inshallah we'll start from ayah number 21. Let's read inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وقال الذين لا يرجون لقاءنا لولا أنزل علينا الملائكة أو نرى ربنا لقد استكبروا في أنفسهم وعتوا عتوا كبيرا. يوم يرون الملائكة لا بشرى يومئذ للمجرمين ويقولون هجرا محجورا. وقدمنا إلى ما عملوا من عمل فجعلناه هباء منثورا. So just refresh about the ayah last week. Basically, the reason that the disbeliever they deny Muhammad sallallahu is because he said, he's like us. He eat and drink. He go to the market. So angel had to be, prophet have to be special. Like angel and so on and so on, right? So now, in ayah number 21. وقال الذين لا يرجون لقاءنا لولا أنزل علينا الملائكة أو نرى ربنا لقد استكبروا في أنفسهم وعتوا عتوا كبيرا. And those who do not expect the meeting with us say, why were not angels sent down to us? Or why do we not see our Lord? They have certainly become arrogant within themselves and become insolent with great insolence, right? Sham, are you there, Sham? Samsuddin? Okay. Bashir? Are you there? Nis Hadi, can you read?
Assalamualaikum Bapak, aku lagi nyetir sambil dengerin, sorry gak bisa baca.
Okay,
sorry.
Okay, good. So, وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ لَا يَرْجُونَ, and those who not expect the meeting of Allah. Why, they didn't expect the meeting of Allah? Number one, they didn't know him. How you expect somebody you don't know, right? Number two, maybe they know, but they're scared, right? I don't know. Remember that Deen, the religion, they have reality and they have the formula, right? The formula, like you pray, you fast, you go to Hajj, you be nice to your parents. That's the. But the haqiqah, the reality of Deen, when you're able to change your focus, your concern from dunya to akhirah. So your mind. What does it mean? That means when you have this concept, you're going to use everything that you have. It's become mean to be close to Allah and to go to Jannah. Even when you pray, you fast, you do anything, your focus is my investment for them. Somebody maybe have car just to drive, right? But no, I have, besides I left my job, I drive to masjid. or I pick up the sheikh, the speaker, right? Uh, or I have house, so maybe your house sometimes you make halak in your house, right? You have knowledge, whatever you have, you become that, right? So knowledge about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that can encourage people to want to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? Why? Because when you have concept about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He prepared for us, good life over there, He also prepared the severe punishment, right? Yeah. But because of Allah is so kind, He's so generous, so He give us different gates of to do good thing. It's very vast. Even smiling, removing the dirt on the street, leading a blind man, make somebody happy, right? Uh, Even maybe you're recording and you share with the others. Subhanallah. Yeah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opened the gates, even ibadah. Ibadah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala know that one of our characteristics is boring. So, if ibadah only subhanallah, subhanallah, yeah, subhanallah, wa alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, right? Yeah, fasting, prayer, hajj, and all this. So Allah knows a human being, if you eat biryani every day, you're boring, right? So he said, why Allah don't send to us the angel, right? Okay, if Allah send the angel, you cannot see angel, right? If angel will come in the form of human being, so what the point? Is human being. And then instead, then also maybe when Allah described you have to do this, man, he's angel, who am I? So we're not same level, right? Yeah. And all is because he said because of the arrogance, right? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before, because they want to see something that became right? So what you call Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before also was sent almost the same. Like Prophet Saleh, people came to Saleh. The people of Saleh, Thamud, Allah gave their bodies giant, long life. They can make a palace inside the mountain. Can you imagine the power? And then there's no dynamite, right? And you can see now the remaining of that. So they know every inches of the mountain. So Kim Soleh, if you're prophets, can you bring a camel from the mountain? They know there's no camel there, right? So Soleh said, okay, if I can bring it, you believe? Yeah. Suddenly everybody watching the mountain and there is hall open, a big camel. Do they believe? No. They killed the camel. They saw Ibrahim was saved from the huge fire. Do they believe? No. Right? Even they saw the ocean is open. Then they see, in Sinai, Egyptian worshipping the idol. Said, Musa, can you make God like that? We can see. So open the ocean. This is arrogant. Allah said, Oh Naro Rabbana. He said, Oh, I can see God. He wanted Rasulullah, there's God here, angel here, right? I don't know. So this is all. So sometimes people knew the truthful, the right. But they deny it because of arrogance. That's most Arab on that time. Hmm? Takabbur. Because if the Quraysh just reflect about the Quran, the language of the Quran, the sentence, the word, and they know already. Because for 40 years, they know, you know, Muhammad's language, how he speaks. If I live with my wife, I know her language. She know my language. But if suddenly I talk like Shakespeare, I said, who's this? So the Quraysh when Quran was revealed, when Allah said, "Qul huwa Allahu ahad, Allahu samad." Wow, this is not His word, right? Yeah, Allah SWT, can fulfill what they need, but Allah was created as everything very limited. Muhammad SAW, when he met with the angel had to transfer become human being. When he saw in his original form, he was shaken. If he's like a donkey, he was down because it's different entity, right? How can see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And Musa did also ask this. We not blame Musa, imagine Musa, he can hear the voice of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. After a while, man, it's beautiful voice. Can you see? Allah said, Musa, look at the mountain. If the mountain stay, he will see. Allah just showed the tiny of his light. The mountain was blue, right? Yeah. So everything is because of the arrogance. يوم يرون الملائكة لا بشرى يومئذ للمجرمين ويقولون هجرا محجورا. The day they see the angel, no good tidings will there be that day for the criminal. And the angel will say, prevented and inaccessible. Yeah. Bashir, there, Bashir?
Yeah. A truly sarcastic reply is given to them as they're informed of the terrible eventuality awaiting them when they see the angels, which is the less overbearing of their demands. For they will only see the angels on a very hard and difficult day, on which they will be destined to receive unbearable and inescapable suffering.
So now, Allah said, okay, they died now. The day you see the angel. Because when the angel comes, it depends about the person. If a good person, the angel will come in, good looking, and smiling. He was, the other angel with, the angel of death, and then the angel who will carry the coffin from Jannah, right? And I give good tidings, so don't worry. There's a Quran. تَتَنَزَّلُ عَلَيْهِمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ. The one who are istiqamah, the angel come down, and the one going to die. If you're going to die, what in your mind? Sad and fear. Sad, you're going to leave everything that you have. I just bought new car. And fear, where are you going to put it? In that moment, the angel came down. Allah takhafu wa la tahzanu. Fear not and grieve not. Wa abshiru bil Jannah. You still fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the angel will bring you the screen of Jannah. Sometimes you see people going to die and smiling. Why smile? Right? At the same time, like here, la bushra, no good tidings, because you denied before. Now the angel will come, and the angel in different form. Only human being cannot transform into other thing. Like jinn, he can translate into snake, into smoke. The angel is the same. The angel can come to you, right? So therefore, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, one day he asked angel if you want to show him how he looked like when he take the soul of the disbeliever or the sinner. They said, no, no, please. So when the angel appeared in that form, Ibrahim invented his prophet. Maybe eyes flame in this, right? Subhanallah. On that moment, he said, وَيَقُولُونَ, they will say, Hijran mahjura. No, 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 please, please. You know, Hijr is like a rock. So he want to block it, anything. I don't want to see, I don't want to see. You know, like something, you know, if a small guy and people push him to go to the ring, in the ring, a giant man. Oh, please, please, no, no, no. I don't want to see him. Then he grab him and right? It's the same. Yeah. And the angel, talk about angel. Angel have, of course, we don't know how many angels, but he said there's no any spot in heaven except this angel. Can you imagine this? But there is angel, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked them to have a job, have connection with us. Like Rocky bin Atid, the recording angel. They continue their job. And then we have Mikael, the man. Yeah. But this angel, no, he's in vacation. Who's this? Jibril. No more prophet, he's in vacation. But every year, every Ramadan, he will come down to lead millions of angels. Right? Yeah. And also he said, if even in every mountain, every trees, you know, وَإِنَّا عَلَكُمْ لَحَافِظُونَ, this angel protects. Yeah. I heard that woman pregnant, small baby. You know, sometimes somebody will have an accident and the car was terrible. Everybody died. The baby is still alive. Yeah, because Allah pointed the angels. وَقَدِمْنَا إِلَى مَا أَمِرُوا مِنْ أَمَلٍ فَجَعَلْنَاهُ هَبَاءً مَنْثُورًا. Yeah.
And we shall turn to whatever deeds they, disbelievers, polytheists, sinners, etc., did. And we shall make such deeds as scattered floating particles of dust. It all happens in a brief moment. Our imagination follows the motion described in detail, with actions being raised and thrown up in the air. In no time, all good works they did in this present life are left like scattered dust, because they were not based on faith. Faith establishes a bond between people's hearts and God.
It's very scary. So وَقَدِمْنَا إِلَى مَا أَمِرُوا. So in the judgment, Allah will evaluate, will value what you did. Right? You know, if you work in a company and they assign you to do something, some project, and then you submit it, right? And then you're going to check. You're nervous. This one. Yeah, very interesting. I was watching with my family about cooking competition. They was cooking it. And then the chef came and tested. You work for 1 hour cooking and said nothing. That's what happened. People might be did a project, big project. You build a bridge, huge building, right? But you do it everything not to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? Allah did not condemn the people of Ad and Thamud. They have huge building, all this. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala condemned them they use that not to remember God, to be opposite. Yeah. Although not again civilization, but what is your purpose? Right? This is very scary. Right? People maybe do 5 times Hajj, pray 5 times a day, never miss and all this, but the intention is not correct. You know, said even the angel was many angels surprised because the angel didn't know it in our heart. According to his record, he is right. Wow. And then he said, Haba'an Manthura. It's like you see a dust in your window. Then it's gone. Oh, Mirage. Now you drive the car, you 30 hours water, and right? Wow. So any good deed not based on faith, not to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's going to happen. So therefore, when Mother Teresa died, you know, I still work in prison with them, and the inmate asked me, he said, where is she now? Because everybody know what Mother Teresa did. She did wonderful job. He built many houses for the orphans. He dig the well, you know, hospital in the poor country. So my answer is, I don't know. Only God knows. Right? But if she died and she believed that this is God, خلاص. وَمَنْ أَشْرَكَ فَقَدْ حَبِطَ عَمَلُهُ. If you do shirk, everything there, zero. Because you do shirk, you don't do it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you get it. Let people praise you, but not for them. Right? So in Islam, even in anything you do, you have to correct intention. Even marry. Why you marry? Everybody marry, why I have to do that? No, marry, I want to protect my deen, not temptation. I marry because I want to have a children. You know, I can teach them. They can carry the message. This noble, right? Even you do business, you become doctor. Your intention not only to have a lot of money, but also to help the people. Right? Yeah. So therefore said, one of dream that we have to have, you know, when you're born, you cry, right? Make sure that, and everybody was laughing. New baby, Mabruk, right? But you have to make sure that when you die, everybody's going to cry and you laugh because you invest already. Yeah. This is very scary ayah. You know, all good deeds just. أصحاب الجنة يومئذ خير مستقرا وأحسن مقيلا.
The companions of paradise that day are in a better settlement and better resting place. They are well settled, enjoying their comfort. This feeling of settlement contrasts with the scattered dust in the opposite image, and the reassurance felt by the believers contrasts with the fear of the unbelievers that obliges them to make a worried prayer.
Subhanallah, the way Allah put the word ashab, the companion, right? Jannah. He just said the people, right? Ashab in Arabic mean the one that you want to be always close, right? Like when one of the, just pause second, we have Adhan here, inshallah. أشهد أن لا إله. 45, right? Can you check maybe?
Have the picture.
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة آتي سيدنا محمد وسيلة الفضيلة والشرف والأصل والقوم. للصحابة by name Rabi al-Aslami. The Sahabas, young men, poor, didn't have knowledge, no wealth, but he wanted to contribute to the deen. So what he do? He want to be the Prophet's servant. Right? He take care his sandal, especially for wudu. He always make sure Rasulullah need water, he's there. So after years, Rasulullah called him. Said, Rabi, suddenly ask me, what do you want? A poor, no single man. Now Rasulullah asked him, and Rasulullah dua will be a makbul, right? Whatever he asks. What do you expect you're going to ask? So I'm single, right? Can you ask Allah to give me a beautiful wife? I'm poor, I need a house, I need camel. No. He's not even thinking. He said, Suhbatak ya Rasulullah, your companionship. Allah. Rasulullah smiled and said, okay, anything else you can combine. For us, man, as long as I go to Jannah, I'm happy. For them, no. I go to Jannah without the Prophet. What for? Right? No. And the word is ashab. So the people of Jannah on that day, they're going to settle. Settle means halas. Very interesting. After all people of hellfire, they enter hellfire, Allah closed the door. After people of Jannah, they enter Jannah, Allah didn't close the door, open. Why? From Jahannam want to leave, right? And the door closed. Do you think somebody going to want to leave Jannah? No. Mustaqarran wa ahsanu baqila. Pray, bless for better resting. Might be something you come home, you're tired, you relax in sofa, and then you receive the text message. Or your kid bother you. Right? Not really resting. But this really resting. Yeah, rest. So therefore, Imam Ahmad, he's always busy. He pray at night, in the morning, he read the Salah, he have classes, he wrote the book. Somebody asked him, said, Imam, when are you going to take a rest? He said, when one of my feet into Jannah, that's my rest. Yeah. ويوم تشقق السماء بالغمام ونزل الملائكة تنزيلا.
And remember the day when the heavens shall be rent asunder with clouds, and the angels will be sent down with a grand descending. This verse and many others in the Quran make it clear that that day will witness far-reaching celestial events indicating a complete collapse of the system that controls all parts of the universe, including all celestial bodies. Such an upheaval indicates the end of the world, this upheaval is not limited to the Earth, but includes planets, stars, solar systems, and galaxies.
Well, imagine, the sky, the heaven, all these galaxies. On that day, everything's collapsed, right? And then the angel will come down. Subhanallah. Right? What's for come down? وَجَاءَ رَبُّكَ وَالْمَلَكُ صَفًّا صَفًّا. Angel was like make it like line up. Nobody talked on that time, right? And one of the job of the angel on that time is came down to bring record to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala what we did here and present it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? الملك يومئذ الحق الملك يومئذ الحق للرحمن وكان يوما على الكافرين عسيرا.
True sovereignty that day is for the most merciful, and it will be upon the disbelievers a difficult day. On that day, the angels will go to the unbelievers, as the letter suggested, but their task will not be to confirm the Prophet's message, but rather to administer punishment to the unbelievers as God will have ordered. It will be a day of dire distress for the unbelievers. So why do they want the angels to go to them when their arrival signals so much distress?
So he said the ownership, whatever you have, is temporary. You don't have none, right? Because whatever you have, when the heart, the beat of the heart stop, your brain stop, what? Huh? Not belong to you anymore. This inheritance, right? Subhanallah. So, therefore, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Musa, وَمَا تِلْكَ بِيَمِينِكَ يَا Musa. Musa, what is in your right hand? قَالَ هِيَ عَصَايَ, is my stick. He said my. Allah said throw it. My, throw it. Subhanallah. Because inna lillah belong to Allah subhanahu. Allah gives to us as amana. Right? So on that day, this is the stress day, difficult day for this believer. Right? If somebody violated the law, and the police catch him, he was do corruption, or he didn't pay tax for 20 years, and now he going to go to the court. What's going to happen? He tried to pay the best lawyer, but the proof is there, right? That's the day, right? So therefore, what you call, don't say almost my. We didn't have that, right? ويوم يعض الظالم على يديه يقول يا ليتني اتخذت مع الرسول سبيلا.
And remember the day when the zalim, wrongdoer, oppressor, polytheist, will bite at his hands. He will say, "Oh, would that I have taken a path with the Messenger, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam." The surah then portrays an image showing the regret and remorse felt by the unbelievers. It is portrayed at length, in detail, giving the impression that it is unending, where every wrongdoer bites his own hand in a gesture of regret. Everything around the wrongdoing unbeliever is still, while he sends out expressions of regret with sorrow making his voice.
Yeah. Some ulama said this surah or this ayah have reason was revealed. Abu Jahl, he has a friend, but also his friend became good friend with Rasulullah. He liked to be one. Abu Jahl said, hey, you have two choices. to choose between me or him. Man, what's wrong? I love you. No. So he did choose Abu Jahl. Abu Jahl still, okay, prove it to me. What to do? I want you to see Muhammad spit on his face. Right? So this day, Ya'ad like this. So this man died. Allah, but nobody will know, right? But Allah told a story. On the day when they bind their life. Right? In Arabic called Ya Laitani, when you express regret, but there's no hope. Too late. You know, if you play soccer, there's penalty, and you kick, but miss, right? Maybe next game you still have time, but over there, right? Subhanallah. You know, one of the punishment in the day of judgment for the sinner that believer is the severe one is regret. Regret is, you know, many of the veteran come from Iraq, from Afghanistan. Some become like crazy because they feel regret. Maybe he did something not supposed to. This regret is, so therefore why Allah mentioned many times and nadama. So therefore he said when people cross the bridge, Allah will let the unbeliever almost get to Jannah. They see Jannah and then fall down. I wish I didn't see Jannah. Huh? Fall down, right? I don't know. Sometimes I used to, like long time ago, I like to watch the cowboy movie. You know, sometimes somebody would tie his hand, his leg, and he was thirsty in the desert. Water, water. And somebody brought the water. Instead of give him, he put it before him. Right? I don't know. But in Arabic, very interesting. Said, I wish that I took a Rasul, a messenger, as my way, my friend. You know, why put Rasul first and then the way? So therefore, in Arabic, I call there is important and more important. Okay, school important, right? But one more important word, the teacher, right? What for you have school, no teacher? You know what I mean? So Allah, Rasul was important. Hospital is important, but what is more important? Doctor. We have building, there's no doctor, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here, in Arabic, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts the Rasul and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put the, right? So therefore, friendship is how to choose your friend is very important, right? So inshallah, we'll take a break for Asr and we come back inshallah. Still have Fajar in the
Yeah, in the bar.
bar, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
We pray at Redmond Ridge. There's a small place.
oh, mashallah there.
Yeah.
Oh, mashallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا ويلتى ليتني لم أتخذ فلانا خليلا. أيدي البشر.
Ah, woe to me! Would that I had never taken so and so as a friend. No name is mentioned here, but the friend is described as so and so to include every bad friend who encouraged him to turn away from the path of God's messenger and follow the wrong way.
So Allah describe again. It said, so the only word they can say, Ya waylata laytani. In Arabic, this is to show wow to me. Right? Would that I had never taken so and so as a friend. You know, I wish I don't take Abu Jahl. You know, people sometimes is when we choose the wrong friend, they're not aware of this. Because wrong friend, if you are, for example, you have a business, the business is in like gray area. It's okay, man, you're in America, you're not Indonesia. Allah knows this. Right? You want to marry girls beautiful, but she's not good girl. It's okay, man. You know, after marry, maybe you can change her and become healthy. Right? Yeah. So therefore, why is it in Allah mentioned in Surah Taghabun, right? Inna min azwajikum wa awladikum aduwwan lakum. Said among your wife and your children, they will become enemy for you. Wife, yeah, if somebody in his life, he always tried to please his wife, even displease Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We will ask to please, maybe you have girl, they want to buy clothes in high school, for example. That clothes is not supposed to be for Muslim. Daddy, but Nancy wearing this, I want to be cool. So the father sometimes, in order to please her, it's okay. So on that day, they become enemy. So because you, dad, it's wrong. Look at now, right? This, wrong thing. Yeah. So therefore, why the Rasulullah said, a man is depend of his friend. Even the FBI, the CIA, when they catch somebody, the first thing they check what? Who associated him? What book he read? Right? So this ayah is warning us to be careful. So therefore, why is it the first thing when people enter Jannah, they will ask his friend, the good friend. Right? Even a good friend, will give a shafa. When the hadith said somebody will enter Jannah, said, Allah, I didn't see my friend. Friend used to pray together, maybe he messed up before his prayer. Allah SWT go to Jahannam and pick him up. Allah, every righteous man to take 70 of them. Yeah? So I think this for today, for this ayah. Let me read some. Bashir. So remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in time of ease, right, will make it easier to run to him in time of difficulty. Yeah. Hadith said, Ta'aruf ila Allah fil raha. Know Allah when you are in good time. So therefore, when Yunus alayhi salam, he was in the belly of the fish, and there's no Wi-Fi, no internet there. What are you to do? Very interesting. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala almost in the same ayah talk about Fir'aun and Yunus. When Yunus called Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the angel was busy. Allah, this voice familiar. What is he used to? Because Yunus used to be what? Calling Allah, making dhikr to Allah when it's good time. So it's the difficulty now, right? Fir'aun is opposite. He's in trouble now. I said, okay, no, too late. Yeah? Dhikr. Are you there, Bashir?
I can read it, Imam Jaban.
Okay.
Never cry for celebrities, as they do not even know you exist. Cry for the Prophet, as he cried for you before you when you were not even born.
When I was in Egypt at the time when Kulthum, the best singer in Egypt, died, the entire Egypt died. Cry. right? Then Elvis Presley in America. People commit suicide. You cry for celebrity, what benefit? You know, you cry for Prophet Muhammad because he's care about us a lot. Yeah.
We are merciful, understanding, submissive to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, leaders to only what is good, inspired to do only what is right, made to worship the one and only God, smart enough to be on the right way, Islam. So that's what Muslim stands for. A true Muslim would never bully anyone, whether Muslim or a non-Muslim.
That's very good. Somebody used Muslim M stand for merciful, youth, understanding. Yeah. Some people created something, mashallah. It's good.
Everything has a reality. A slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not reach the reality of Iman until he knows that which afflicted him would not have passed him by, and that what passed him by was not meant to afflict him.
Yeah. So therefore, when in Arabic, the word calamity called musibah, like asoba. You know, if you shoot the arrow, must have a dot in the middle. If you shoot and exactly, that's musab. So that means when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala afflicted somebody with something because only him can handle it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala target him because he, right? One day somebody complained to me because his son is autism. Why he give to me? He said, look, you have to be proud, to be happy. You know, because Allah will not give to you unless you can handle it. If not, will give to others. The same if you marry, and then you find your wife talk a lot and anything, right? What to do? You know, Allah will put you together with that woman because only you can handle it, right? Only my wife can handle me, and only me can handle my wife. If not, Allah will put somebody else. Yeah.
I'm a good person. I fast. I give zakat. I am kind, but I do not pray. That's like saying building a house starting from the roof. Pray is the foundation. It is the connection between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What led you in the hellfire? They will say, we were not of those who prayed.
You hear something people say, Amen, the important is here. You know, I know I'm not praying, fasting, but Allah knows here. What's the proof? You can say over there, not here. Right? Like somebody, you know, he signed a contract, he got a job, he signed everything. And he stay home. And in the end of the month, he will come to the boss, give me my check. What the boss said. I signed a contract, I know, but you know, for show up here. Right? I know.
When Imam Ahmed bin Hanbal's wife passed away, he said, Wallahi, I lived with her for 40 years and we did not argue once. He was asked now, he said, whenever she gets upset and tries to argue, I stay quiet. And whenever I am upset and try to argue, she stays quiet.
This is the solution. Yeah, especially women. You know, the key, number one, you know, men never win to have argument with the woman. As soon you bring one dalil, she will get 10 dalil. Right? What you have to do, You know, the word in Arabic, woman is mar'ah. Mar'ah mean he needs somebody to pay attention. Mar'ah also mean the one who always want to appear beautiful. You know, you and me, you can leave the house, you know, with whatever you have. The woman, no. They have too much between the scarf, clothes, right? So therefore, mar'ah also mirror. Mirror means the mirror. You know, you can leave the house without looking mirror. Woman, no. You know, even before drive, they look at you. Even before you go to masjid, you come out, look at this one like this way. One time I was sitting in the car, you know, and it was dark. And the woman before into masjid, he was, he was laughing inside. So when woman was angry, when he talked, just be quiet. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. It's my mistake. This can soften her heart. You know, if you don't believe it, try. It's work, right? Yeah. Because you just want to somebody pay attention. Listen to her. Yeah. I don't know.
Good morning, Muslim. Easy dhikr. La ilaha illallah does not require any movement of the mouth or up lips, so you can repeat. Repeat it
No.
all day without anyone noticing it.
You know, you can sit down like this inside because all the word is inside. If you say meme, had to be a meme, right? The but you have to move. But la ilaha illallah without it. And also Allah subhanahu wa, because sometimes you are in hospital, you cannot even talk. And you're going to die. That's it. Right? Side. La ilaha illallah. Easy word.
Forgiving eliminates enemies. Not forgiving eliminates friends.
Right? Right? So there's 3 people who will enter Jannah without hisab. One of them, the one who is easy to forgive. And when easy forgive the others, right? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala easy to forgive you also. Yeah. Inshallah, see you next week. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Ya Rabbana laka alhamdu kama yanbaghi jalalatika wa adimi sultanik. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina wa sallam. اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم اجعل القرآن ربيع قلوبنا ونور بصرنا وجنة كسب. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. وصلى الله وسلم الحمد لله رب العالمين.